Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
So in this video, I'm going to talk about note-taking, college applications, your FAFSA application, and also interviewer questions. Interviewer questions are going to come from your admissions officer, and then you also have a couple of questions that you want to ask your financial aid advisor just to be on the safe side of things. So, step 1, note-taking. Making sure that you're using individual notebooks, utilizing virtual notes, and also utilizing shorthand notes. Now, I will let you know that I do personally believe that shorthand notes are for students with tutors, okay? When you read those shorthanded notes, you're going to wonder what you're talking about and what the curriculum was going on in your life. And to help you, a tutor will be there for you. Again, shorthanded notes are for tutors only. To ensure the best note-taking, you're going to want to utilize virtual notes. Your virtual notes are not short of applications. You already have a built-in application on most of your virtual devices titled Notebook, with the same features that you're going to use with a handheld notebook. So, some of those applications that you can use would be Adobe, Word, the Notebook that is already downloaded on your virtual device, and also Microsoft that has an exceptional extended communication value. Individual notebooks are extremely accessorizable, if that's even a word. We're going to college, so just stick with me. What I mean by that is you can look up really cute notebooks, super nice binders that you can customize yourself with really nice stickers. I'll put my note here just to let you know that you can go to my website and you can find some cute little accessories for yourself in your note taking. They also have tabs, subject markers, and color coordinating. Color coordinating with your notes are essential when you're taking good notes, okay? You're not a good note taker if you don't color coordinate. So, when you're taking your notes, you're going to want to make sure that you're notating the paragraphs that you're learning from, paraphrases, and also the titles of the chapters that you're learning from. You also want to recognize that you're learning patience, the terminology, and different phrases that you can take into your newfound work field. Yay! Once you're comfortable with taking notes, now you're getting into filling out the application for the FAFSA and for your college curriculum. So, here you're going to want to notate the schools that you find interesting and research them, okay? You want to make sure that it is an accredited school and these credits can transfer, especially if you're an undergraduate and you want to attend another university or another college. You want to make sure that you're attending an accredited school. Once you find out if your school is an accredited school, here is where you're going to start initiating phone calls. Once you get initiated with the phone calls and your administration officer, you're going to want to write down their name and their phone number to keep in contact with them for any questions that you may have that I might not cover. So, once you do that, you're going to obtain the school code. That is how you're going to be able to apply for FAFSA for each particular nationally registered school. Once you get the information of the administrative officer's phone number, their name, and the school code, now you're on your way to filling out your FAFSA application. Now that you've properly taken these notes, you're on your way to financialaid.gov. Once you sign on to financialaid.gov, you'll create your own personal account and start your application. But wait, you can't start your application without these notes because you need your school code. There could be several schools that you're interested in and that you've researched, so you want to have each school code before you file your application. Once you file your application, you have up to 72 hours to hear back from financialaid.gov, and they will let you know which schools are a higher graduation rate and which schools have a lower graduation rate. Now, this does not determine your graduation, but it does let you know how far in advance a lot of students have gotten in this particular school. If you've already done your research, don't get discouraged. You're going to be just fine. This is a school that you've chosen. You may know someone who's already been very successful graduating from that school. And if not, you could be the first. Now, although you can only choose one school for FAFSA, you can apply to up to 20 schools. Now, questions that you can ask your administrative officer could be different. They could differ between things that you can Google, and also the ones that I've come up with could be, how long is my curriculum? How long is the program and how many semesters? Now, just a fun fact, semesters range from seasons. So you go spring to summer, and then fall, to winter. Questions that I were interested in asking would be school reputation, academic achievements, and also the mascot of the school. You can also ask about the referral program, if they have a referral program. You can also ask about your work study for your financial aid, and you can ask about equipment that's included in your curriculum. You'll also want to ask about a welcome package. Different schools do have welcome packages with the school mascots merchandise, and you can also ask them, be sure actually to ask them if this is an accredited university or an accredited college. Making sure that you're attending an accredited school is a big deal if you plan on continuing education after this semester, or after the next semester, or the next semester, or the next semester. You can also Google interviewer questions. So your admissions officer does have the obligation of asking you a couple of questions before they direct you to the application for the school. So that's how you'll go about everything you'll do. You'll start with the FAFSA, you'll start with researching the schools, then you'll start with applying for the FAFSA, then you'll talk to an administrations officer who will then direct you to an application. Once they direct you to the application, you've already got the FAFSA filled out, and now you're just waiting on financial aid department to contact you, or vice versa. Also, making sure you're using the credits that you've already been granted. I am not a recipient of these classes, but having enjoyed the AP or IB exams or the CLIP exam, each exam does give you 3 to 6 credits that you can apply when you do go to an accredited college. So that's coming from high school with those AP classes, IB classes, and the CLIP exam. Each exam does provide you with 3 to 6 credits that could transfer to your college credits if it's an accredited school. So you want to make sure that you're looking into that and making for sure that your credits can always transfer. And you can have things transferred from college to a university, or to the next semester to another school, and also from high school to a college. So you want to make sure that you're doing your research on those schools before you apply for FAFSA to ensure that they're an accredited college. Oh, and just to let you know, semesters last up to 15 to 17 weeks. So hope you enjoy, and don't forget, take those notes. So this is a short to the intro to college applications. I did a video on the things that you will need that are pertinent for applying for college. It also lets you know how to apply for FAFSA and the things you need to do before you apply for FAFSA. I hope that you guys enjoy the video, and I hope you like, share, and subscribe.